Hello and welcome back to the Mind Garden. We're here at Central Birmingham Cricket Academy, my spiritual home. So today's topic is attention and concentration span. They are very deeply interlinked. I think they're almost the same thing. However, I'm going to leave that up to you guys because language is almost a cipher, isn't it? It's an interpretation of reality. However, I'm not going to get too complex again. I want to bring it back to attention and concentration. So, how important is it to cultivate concentration? Well, I think it's massively, massively, massively important, especially if you want to have earning power. Secondly, if you want to be a good parent, a leader, these type of characters. Those characters show attributes. Those attributes are organized thinking. And so part of organized thinking is to cultivate concentration span and to grow your attention span. So I am a cricket coach and I deal with younger kids, and naturally they don't come with a long attention span, and you're not born with a massive attention span. You're born with senses and you learn to cultivate those senses and those around you and the environment around you. That is the depending factor on how you cultivate your awareness, concentration, and attention. That's the key. So organized thinking is what it comes under, and what coming back to the point, as I was coaching young kids, see, as there we are, I've just lost my train of thought because I'm thinking about too many things. So that brings me to the mantra, which has helped me to recover this podcast, which is bring your attention to your intention. And my intention today was concentration and attention, both interlinked. So bringing your attention to your intention. So this is most important. I think this is a mantra that I really, really want to get out there. I think we can all apply this basic mantra to bring, what's the word? Order to your day. We have 60,000 thoughts a day on average. So how do we bring order to those thoughts? And it starts with organized thinking. And then when we break down organized thinking, we have to look to be building, first and foremost, the ability to concentrate on one thing. And that's where bringing your attention to your intention is most important. I'm going to keep repeating it. Bring your attention to your intention. So it's important then to then wake up in the morning and not have too many intentions is probably what I'd say if you're going to use this mantra, because otherwise it's going to be very paradoxical. However, so my intention today, again, when I got lost, I was almost going too complex because I love going very detailed into our reality. It's a layer cake. It's very much a layer like lasagna. There's layers to reality. I'm trying to think of better analogies. Give me your analogies. Inception is for me the best film that describes how the architecture of our reality, and that's what I've created the Mind Garden for. So it's for those who like it simple, which is bringing your attention to your intention, and that's what I'm going to be practicing over the coming weeks and giving examples of it. So that brings you to this book here. So this book here is The Neuroscience of Mindfulness. Stan Brodsky, he's a neuroscientist, and I think we can all take the path of a neuroscientist. I didn't go to university. I think the only qualifications I have GCSEs and a carpentry and a sports leadership and a level one in coaching. So it's quite interesting, isn't it? I mean, those are just accreditations to a certain degree. I'm a believer in being a man or a woman of action. And this is why we have to cultivate concentration. So this book, I'm going to be doing a further book review on it, but today was all about bringing your attention to your intention. This is probably going to be my most favorite podcast because it's simple. But how hard is it to get to this simplicity of bringing your attention to your intention? Now you do a self-check. That's why I'm going to finish this video on a self-check. There's a lot of self-checks in here. So what you can do is give yourself 1 minute or 2 minutes and give yourself one intention, focus on that intention, and see how long it takes before another thought comes in your mind. And then what you've got to do then is to be able to say, okay, I've timed it 20 seconds. All right, so I'll go again. So not too long ago, I talked about awareness of breathing, AOB. If you breathe and then concentrate on your attention at the same time. So it's a level of two things, but breathing will become more natural as you do it, and then you're then just focusing on your intention. But try to use awareness of breathing if your mind does go away. I found that the awareness of breathing, there's something about, and then you can be back on focus again. It's really interesting, but the autonomic nervous system is controlled by your breathing. And we spoke about that in the last podcast. Once again, coming back to cultivating attention spans is done by bringing your attention to your intention. And on that note, thank you for your time. Go out there, Neuroscience of Mindfulness, take a look at it. It's brilliant. And yeah, it's about educating yourself. It's about educating yourself. That's the most important thing. And I'm not on about academia. I'm on about awareness. And that doesn't cost you anything. It's an investment into yourself. You're less likely to get hijacked by people if you are self-aware. On that note, I've done that twice. On that note, I love Jeremy Clarkson for it. Hey, I might need to go to his pub one day. Imagine that. That'll be quite cool. I've seen little clips of him. I do like his style of delivery. We're going to talk about styles of delivery in a presentation workshop. And that's where we use things such as bringing your attention to your intention. So keeping your presentation simple, going in there, not overcomplicating it. For me, it's about just having base points, work around those base points in a natural state. If you know your information, it'll flow. So third time, on that note, thank you for your time. Please like, please share. Lifelong learning, peace, love, and respect.